Hey, hey, welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. And it is Monday, and it's definitely been a Monday. Hello, Lizzie R. Good to see you. Hello, wife. Good to see you as well. Thank you both so much for being here. Um, so we are 3 videos behind on Amberlynn. We're gonna try to get through at least 2 of them today. I only have about an hour or so because I have D&D in an hour and a half. I feel like my mic is loud. Let me turn myself down a little bit. All right. But yeah, I just I wasn't feeling very good yesterday and didn't feel like watching Amberlynn. I didn't feel like streaming on Friday, watching videos. So we're a little bit behind, but we're gonna catch up. I'm sorry about that. I've been trying really hard to not get behind on content for her, but I've just not been feeling it the last few days. It's been a weird last week for me as far as focus and motivation and whatnot. But we are going to watch her video from last Thursday. It is her Let's Talk video. How y'all doing today anyway? You having a good Monday? It is this video titled The Awful Truth Behind the Hate Community and Rarity Update. Let's Talk episode 7. Um Truth behind the hate community, I don't know. People don't like her. Um and the Rarity update is probably going to be there is no update. Lizzie R. Lizzie says 2 in an hour. No talking girls, or we'll send you to the corner. Hey now, we're gonna try to get through 3 in an hour, but a couple of them were kind of long. Also, we have a new Dr. Pepper. I'm trying the zero sugar strawberries and cream. It's actually pretty tasty. It does not taste like medicine or cough syrup to me. Um, but if you do happen to be new here, we do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So we got her sped up here. Got her at the beginning. Beginning. I'm very southern. And at the beginning, and we're gonna see what her Let's Talk episode is.
Hello, hello. Welcome to another Let's Talk video. So today I'm just wearing my comfy Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right, hold on. I don't think she's coming through the proper. I think she's coming through the speaker. My my um my audio got messed up last night whenever my headphone died. Um so let me get my audio fixed here. I'm sorry. My earbud died last night while I was streaming and it messed up. Hello, Gracie S. Um I am a new viewer. Just wanted to say I love your reactions. I appreciate your open mindedness and that you don't speculate too much. Keep up. Oh, well, thank you, Gracie. I appreciate that.
Yes. It's not Halloween or Christmas, but it is comfy.
So she
All right, guys,
is.
let's get straight into sweet and sour. Tina Ozuna 3459 said,
I think she's coming through my speaker. Let me check. I'm so sorry.
"Crazy you still blame Beck." So I was
Yes. Okay. I tried. Let me change that. All right. We should be good now. If the audio in Streamlabs doesn't match the audio on the computer, it messes up. Okay. So you can hear me through the headset.
the doctor about your bleeding. I was responding.
There we go. All right. We should be good now. I am sorry. I don't have much of a way to work those kinks out before I start streaming.
Today I'm just wearing my comfy Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not Halloween nor Christmas, but it is comfy. All right, you guys, let's get straight into sweet and sour. Tina Ozuna.
You guys can't hear her now, right? And not through my microphone. Good? We good? Tina Ozuna 3459. Crazy, you still blame Beck. Yeah, she was. Yeah, nobody told me to go to the doctor. I had to beg Beck to take me. Can I show off my arm tattoo? Um, this one, it is kitty cat paws, and I have this one. I also have one up here. All right, thank you, Lizzie R.
3459 said, "Crazy you still blame Beck." So I was simply just responding to a rumor where people are like, "Beck urged you to go to the doctor about your bleeding." I was responding to that with, "That's not true." Wasn't blaming, just clarifying. K. Marie Singer.
Okay, I don't remember 100% what Amberlynn said in that video, but he was making it sound like she was putting it off onto others for not telling her to go to the doctor, and it's totally on her.
Said, "Love your hair, you look gorgeous."
I will say also, the ER doctors did keep, allegedly, according to Amberlynn, did keep misdiagnosing her with a UTI. So there is some blame there on the medical professionals. If you're going to the hospital and you're like, well, they said it's a UTI, they're the doctors, right? But when it wouldn't stop, she really should have made a follow-up appointment with her gyno. Hey, Fiona's mom. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hello. Let's see. Touch Venom, I think, is what we called you.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. I have
Oh, what was that? Her hair is gorgeous. Love your hair, and you look gorgeous.
said, "Love your hair, you look gorgeous." Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. I have been trying to work very hard on my hair lately. Even my mom,
Her hair does look nice today.
the last time I saw her, was like, "What have you been using on your hair? It just looks so much healthier." So people are noticing. It is very much a sad point because I do love my hair, but with age, going through menopause at such an early age, like my hair has like just gotten bad. So I'm trying my hardest over here. Emma Matson said, "Beck is not even on the internet at the moment, and all you do is talk about your exes. Do you not have anything more interesting to talk about?" For one, I don't.
So in her live streams, she did kind of do a thing with her exes, like, what ex would have done this or been good at this, whatever. I can't remember exactly. So she is still talking about some ex-girlfriends, and she did say that she's not going to stop talking about them. If they could talk about her, she can talk about them, and she's continuing to do it, even though Beck isn't even on YouTube at the moment. I don't think Destiny is doing anything right now. So, but Amberlynn, since she has no, I guess, pushback, she has no, there's nobody to, good grief, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, to counter whatever she's saying. She can say whatever she wants now.
I don't care if they're on the internet or not. They poked, I'm responding. They have a whole channel talking about me, responding to questions about me, watching their responding reaction channels about me. Like it's just about me, about me, about me. I have hundreds
Beck does do some other things.
of things that I talk about. Exes are included. They opened the floodgates and pretty much said sink or swim, and I chose to swim. Everyone talks about my exes, and if anyone has the right to, it would be me. They laid next to me in bed, not you. Nicole
Yeah. I hope you're okay, Amber. I love your makeup and hair.
said, "I hope you're okay, Amber. I love your makeup and hair." Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. It seems like
So I will say really quick though about the exes. She needs to kind of, in my opinion, if you don't want them to be talking about you or spreading information, lies, whatever you say about you, then you shouldn't be doing it as well. You know, do unto others, right? If you don't want them to talk about you, then you shouldn't be talking about them. Be the bigger person, take the higher road. See, Mars says she doesn't speak as much on other exes. That's why people get annoyed. She only has a few. I don't know which ones. Beck is the most popular one because she was, or because they were on camera the most. I don't think she has a lot to say about Tommy. She has spoken about Erica a little bit. Not much about Feline. So I think she speaks more about Beck and Destiny because they come out and say things about her. I don't know. I would just leave it alone if I were her at this point. It's just not worth it.
Like more people are being sweet in the comments for my sweet and sour, and it's definitely appreciated and it's not going unnoticed at all.
Yeah, Fiona's mom, they did do her dirty, but she addressed it. I mean, why does she have to stoop to their level and start spreading crap and saying crap?
What if, when uncertainty is high, heck, when
Indeed,
chaos is
what
high,
if
it's
uncertainty is
actually
high?
All right, you guys, now it is time for Sip in Community. There's no point because you don't actually pick any of these questions. Every single question that I pick is on here. Let's talk about the 5 pack of cookies that you bought at Cracker Barrel. I already responded to this, so you should watch my weigh-in video or become a member and watch it in my live stream. So I am getting
So she said in her live stream and then in the video later that she had tried to order beignets. When the Dasher or the Uber Eats driver, whomever, when the delivery person got to the restaurant, they said that they didn't have beignets at the moment. Did she want something else? And she said, "Do they have a chocolate chip cookie?" So these beignets are like $7, and she got one cookie to replace like the $7 beignets. That's a pretty fucking expensive cookie. They could have at least given her a couple. So that was Amber's explanation for the cookie. If you purchase cookies from Cracker Barrel, they come in packs of 5 or 10.
a ton of questions about one set topics. I'm just
Hey Heather, good to see you, girl.
going to answer it as like a full statement here. A lot of people think that I can't afford my medication. I can. Why did you buy Mr. Snowflake's information? Never have I ever done that. Why don't you show the scale anymore? I weigh myself naked. Do you think 34 is an acceptable age to be behaving the way you do? Yeah. Why was Beck's health your responsibility, but your health wasn't theirs? Let the hate commence for having a differing opinion. Oof. Why is it everyone else's job?
Nobody's health is anybody else's responsibility, but if you're in a relationship with someone, you're going to care about their well being and care about how they're doing and feeling. When it comes to Beck's health, the issue was that Beck was obviously struggling and was really just messed up on medication. But Amberlynn had Beck drive her to places when Beck obviously should not have been driving. So it's not that at least that's assuming what this is referring to. It's show the ceiling. You want to see my ceiling, Mars? Um, so it's your health is your responsibility. But whenever you're in a relationship, if if your partner is like, oh no, it's fine. If you're like, no, look, I really think something's wrong. I think we need to go to the doctor because it's in my experience, people are often more concerned with their partner than with themselves. Like I would be like, "Oh, I'm fine. It's just a tummy ache," or "Oh, my keyboard battery died. It's just a tummy ache," or "It's just gas." When in reality, it was my gallbladder was completely blocked. So it's, you know, you're going to be concerned more about your partner usually than yourself because I think that's how a lot of people are. Some people are hypochondriacs and go to the doctor for every little thing. Some people aren't good at making appointments. I suck at it. So their partner will help with these things. But it's not that people were saying that Amberlynn that that Beck's health was Amberlynn's responsibility or that Amberlynn's health was Beck's responsibility. You need to be responsible for your own health. Nobody can make you do it, right? So I think that's what it comes down to is Amberlynn was like nobody told me to go to the doctor or made me go to the doctor. But then maybe it also seemed like Beck wasn't concerned.
Job to take you to the ER and to make you doctor's appointments. No one has ever made me a doctor's appointment. I make them myself. So it's kind of
I need someone to make mine. I'm bad at that shit. Fiona's mom, I need you to schedule all my shit for me. Like you do your
a weird statement. And asking why everyone has to take me to the ER. I mean, if you're in a relationship and your partner needs to go to the ER, wouldn't you take them too? You sound like a shitty person, actually. Just saying. How do you not
well, plus Amberlynn can't drive, right? She would have to call an ambulance if she wanted to go to the ER on her own. Or I guess an Uber. I don't know.
understand how beautiful you actually are. That was sweet. So I'm gonna have to include
Oh,
that one. Thank you. But probably because society tells me I'm ugly and disgusting and gross. Are you going to give refunds to your members for not going live for a full 2 hours this Tuesday night? I have gone live for the full 2 hours.
she was live for 2 hours. She's had a couple of internet issues the last 2 weeks. There have been storms in Oklahoma that have messed with her internet connection. So she's had to restart a few times.
Every single time I've done it. But I think
I was like, why the fuck would it be like, are you going to give a refund? What's she going to refund? $1?
there was one time I did go live for only an hour and 57 minutes, but that's because I wasn't feeling good mentally at all.
If you
All right, you guys, now it is time for the interview.
If you could erase one rumor about yourself forever, but had to replace it with another one, even if it's a fake rumor, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. That's unique. No one's ever asked that before. So I would erase the rumor that I'm lying about the relationship I had when I was a teenager, and I'd replace it with something stupid. Let's say the rumor could be that I never went to college even though I did. Same person sent another question.
My second one is, if you could trade lives with any reaction channel, who would it be and why? Do you think that you would react to the criticism of being a reaction channel in a positive way or in a destructive way?
Wow.
Ooh, who would she change places with? I don't know, Jordy? Zachary Michael?
Oh, I love your questions because they're so unique. So already right off the bat, if I was a reaction channel, I would 100% be a reaction channel that was constructive. I would not be rude. I wouldn't be like mean because when Zachary Michael actually came back to YouTube, I was actually live streaming when it happened and I reacted to him. And even though he has been awful to me, he has hurt me, he's made me feel like shit.
I would use reaction loosely.
Like has spent years just capitalizing off of my pain, my problems, my issues, monetizing that on his channel. Like all the mocking he's done and the degrading and just making me feel like crap. I'm allowed to feel that way, but that's not the point. Even though he's done all that, like
What the?
I reacted in a constructive way and I actually was very like understanding and compassionate and I related to him in a lot of ways.
Just a random Twinkie is looking very plump from Mars. Twinkie is looking a little chunky. We can grab on the Twinkie's chunk.
When it comes to like mental health and such. And I feel like that's exactly how it would be as a reaction channel. If I could trade lives with any reaction channel, I would only do it if it's for one day because if it's forever, like no, I'm good. I would probably trade lives with Jordy. And he is someone that I have not watched since the beginning of
Oh, does she want to live in her mom's basement allegedly?
January. And it is so freeing. But I just have a couple questions that I want answered, you know?
Hey Amberlynn, oh my god, I love your channel so much. I love your videos so much. Please never stop uploading.
Oh, thank you.
But I just wanted to ask if you could wake up
She could trade with me and have Legos and Funko Pops and comic books.
tomorrow at
But she would have to work 2 jobs. She wouldn't want that.
so much. Please never stop uploading.
Oh, thank you.
But I just wanted to ask if you could wake up tomorrow at your goal weight, do you think that your mindset would change? Or would the mental struggles that you have still be there?
I think the struggles would still be there because magically waking up at her ideal weight isn't going to fix her issues with food or any of her past trauma or issues or her BPD. All of that will still be there.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for the question. And I definitely think that the struggle would still be there, 100%.
Okay, sorry it took me so long. I literally was like on a train for so long. But anyway, I have two questions for you, but I'm gonna send them as two different voicemails or voice messages so that if you decide you want to answer like one or not the other or whatever, you don't have to do any like weird editing. You can just like pick
Lizzie R says, I'd trade with Libby so I can use the creamy.
whichever question you want to answer, and then you can. I don't know. I'm trying to make it easier for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, she sent another.
So my first question, back in like December, I remember you did like an interview for like an article, and it was supposed to come out in December or something. But you did like an interview for an article that kind of just like disappeared. Like, what's the tea on that?
For real?
They never published it.
I was like low-key really interested in that. Where did that go?
Okay, so I'll respond to your next question after this one, and I'm wondering the same thing. Like, where is it? I haven't been contacted. or anything. I haven't gotten any updates, haven't heard about it.
Excuse me.
I think people found out like who the interviewer was, and I'm afraid that maybe they were harassed or something, because that's always what happens. Like something good happens to me, or even just like mediocre.
Maybe the company the interviewer worked for decided that Girl World just wasn't that interesting.
Haters
Fast forward some Fiona's mom.
know how to ruin it. This has happened. I can't even tell you how many times. I have been contacted for like sponsors so many times, but I never do any of it. I decided to do it one time, and it was a journaling company, like a notebook slash journaling company. I literally talked about the company one time and said how I was sponsored, because you're supposed to let your audience know that you're sponsored when you do something. And the company got literally harassed and they had to let me go. So it just sucks.
That sucks. I mean, do people harass other YouTubers sponsors if they are problematic? And Amber isn't even like, she isn't like Shane Dawson level problematic. I mean, she's also not Shane Dawson level, celebrity on here. But that's shitty. I mean, people get way too involved in Amberlynn's life, and I don't know why they do that. But that seems to be a common theme in Girl World. Like between Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn, people just insert themselves into sponsorships, their live relationships, works, whatever. But nobody did this to Nikocado Avocado. Is it because Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty are women? Alexandria Rodriguez. Okay, that's another woman that's slightly problematic that people insert themselves into their lives. Why do people do this?
I feel like it could be very much one of them situations for sure. All right, so let's continue your questions.
And then my second question, which is like a little less like serious, I guess, is if you could own any pet that like you're not allowed to own, like a lion or like I don't know, a sloth, like something crazy.
I want a raccoon. They're so freaking cute. Or an otter.
What pet would you have? Like what like restricted pet
They're so
would you
cute.
have? I always think that's a fun question. But yeah.
It is a fun question.
Anyway, love you. Been watching your videos
Aww.
for like 8 years now or something. Literally crazy. Like I've literally been watching you for so long. Love you.
I love you.
You're doing okay. And love from Canada. I'm Canadian. Love from
Oh.
Canada.
Oh,
Oh my god,
Canadian.
you're genuinely so sweet. Thank you so much.
It's some of the Canadians. Where's Aaron?
And instantly, it would be a deer. A deer is actually my favorite animal. I love deer
I think you can have deer though. I mean, just have one in the backyard. I don't know.
so much. I think they're so cute. Like I genuinely cannot. So it would definitely be a deer.
Hey girl. I was just
That wasn't very flirty. Hey, girl.
wondering how you deal with maybe moments that you're embarrassed of that
Ooh, capybaras. Those look really cute, but I've heard they can be a little mean.
you filmed and posted on the internet. Or the one particular clip that's in my mind is the beanbag in a hurry comment that guy had made that time. How do you deal with that?
Wait, what was this?
Embarrassed of that you filmed and posted on the internet. Or the one particular clip that's in my mind is the beanbag in a hurry comment that guy had made that time. How do you deal with that? I feel like once it's on the internet, people just clip the shit out of that and then it's immortalized forever. I've had moments as a big gal where people have said some strange shit to me in public and I just want to curl up and never be seen by the light of day again. I just can't imagine having that replayed over and over and over again. Do you ignore it? Do you not even, maybe you don't even know? Love you, girl. I really do.
Oh, thank you. And honestly, like, okay, I feel like I have so much to say to this. So, first of all, I feel like I don't really get made fun of in public. I don't know. That might just be a me thing.
Well, people don't want to be rude in public. Trying to put an 80s banana clip in your hair. So it wasn't that hard, Lizzie R. You just had to dig it into your scalp. You had to dig that banana clip into the scalp to get it to stay put.
I don't notice it really. Sometimes people be looking at me, but I always am like, do they know me from YouTube? Because 9 times out of 10, if someone is staring hardcore, eventually they are like, I recognize you. I saw you on TikTok. I saw you on YouTube. It's never like, damn, that bitch is big. Like, yes, through my life, I have been very much fat shamed in public. It was a lot worse as like a teenager and as a kid. But as an adult, like it doesn't happen as much. And that whole beanbag in a hurry situation type deal.
It was in the background, but yet a very iconic moment in girl world, and it was mean. It was very rude, but it was also it was funny. I mean, I hate to say it, but it was funny. Lizzie R, I was a kid in the 80s, a teenager in the 90s, and peak partying age for Y2K. I turned 21 in the year 2000.
I still to this day do not think that that guy was talking about me. I could be wrong.
He was talking about you.
I don't know, but they all were like in a deep conversation. So I think it might be just one of them situations where it just sounded good at the time. I genuinely don't think that someone was just be like, yeah, damn, look at that beanbag in a hurry. That like
I think people would. People can be dicks when they're with their friends. I think he was talking about you.
genuinely also just doesn't make any sense. But I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, it's literally just
Yeah, do a ponytail first.
a classic example of fat phobia and fat shaming.
You don't think he was talking about Amber? What else could he have been talking about? Why else would you say? Because wasn't it something like, "Damn, that's a beanbag in a hurry"? I mean, why else would you say? What would be the context of that? You wrote an article for your middle school paper about Y2K. I lived it.
And being made fun of for your body for no reason. And the fact that the internet has like literally glamorized that clip just proves like
It's just I I make fun of myself all the fucking time with these kinds of things. And that's something that I would totally like call myself. I'm a beanbag in her. That's something that I would say about myself. I wouldn't say it about somebody else because it's kind of mean, but it was also kind of funny.
I've always said that I am entirely fat shamed way too much online. And people have somehow made it okay.
Hi Amber, big fan here from Italy. I have been following you since 2018 and sort of really enjoyed watching your progress throughout the years. And I'm sorry to see that you're not doing so
Progress or lack thereof.
well, but hopefully you can find someone to sort of keep you motivated and going to achieving all your goals that you've got for yourself. My question for you.
Let me live through it all. I rode dinosaurs to school, let me tell you. I'm older than dirt apparently.
Is if or maybe when you finally get to whatever goal it is that you've got for your life, whether it's a certain weight that you want to go down to, or
Well, Lizzie R, she didn't think it was. She doesn't think it is about her. It's everybody else that heard it in the video. Amberlynn doesn't think it was about her.
is if or maybe when you finally get to whatever goal it is that you've got for your life, whether it's a certain weight that you want to go down to, or any achievements that you want to get, how are you going to reward yourself? Are you going to go on a big trip somewhere, or are you going to move somewhere to your dream place? Yeah, what's the ultimate goal?
Honestly, like I said in my last Let's Talk, I really want to visit Las Vegas. I think that would just be a fun moment in time.
Vegas is a really fun place. There's a shit ton of walking, though. You walk a lot in Vegas. Like, I remember the first time that I was there, I was down at Planet Hollywood, walking around, and I went to a magic show and a play at Planet Hollywood. I was staying at Treasure Island on like the complete opposite end of the strip. I leave Planet Hollywood and I'm like, oh, my hotel's just right there. I'll just walk back to my hotel. It was an hour walk down the strip. But everything is so fucking big in Vegas. You think you're so much closer to it. I'm just like, oh my god, yeah. I spent granted, I would stop and like watch things. I stopped and I watched the fountains at the Bellagio. I watched a guy making a painting which I purchased with spray paint. I need to hang it up. I did stop, but it took me an hour in my trek back from Planet Hollywood to Treasure Island. There is a lot of fucking walking in Vegas, so Amberlynn would need to be in a little bit better shape. I've had the best experiences. You're beyond jealous. I did get to meet Lincoln Park, in 2011, the Thousand Suns tour. You're wearing hooker heels. You're older than me, Fiona's mom? Yes! Somebody older. Her Bora Bora dreams? I don't know.
But I don't know how I would reward myself once I've achieved my goal. I really have not thought about it, actually.
Liz is not this girl. Yeah, Lizzie, I can't wear heels. Sai can be on her own in her hooker heels.
I have flirted with
I would snap an ankle.
the idea of like rewarding myself for like small achievements. So I will want to continuously meet those goals so I can keep getting those rewards instead of just like one big reward at the end of it all, because it just seems so daunting.
OMG, I love you so much. They can never make me hate you. My name is Joseph Bystanders, and I really love your channel. I've been watching you, I think, from the beginning. And my question to you is, from your entire journey on YouTube, what about your journey do you think people misunderstood? And how could you correct that? Like, how could you allow your audience to understand you better?
Everything and nothing. Like, that is my genuine response. I have been misunderstood regarding everything, and I feel like it's done on purpose almost, and there is genuinely nothing I can do about it. I make these Let's Talk videos to talk about rumors and speculation, and people still believe what they want. Like the whole cookie thing, just as of recently, is a good example of that. They created a rumor. I talked about it in live stream and in a weigh-in, and still in this video, I have had to talk about that rumor because they will continue to think whatever they want. They will think whatever is the most entertaining to the situation, whatever will make me look the worst. And there is nothing I can do about it at all. Like, genuinely, I wish people understood me more, and I know there's a large portion of people who do, and I appreciate you guys. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I will always be here.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, people do like to believe the worst, which is why it's kind of funny whenever people make up things that are obviously just fabricated. People are like, oh, yeah, totally, because they want to believe the worst in Amberlynn. I have not been to Celine Dion, Lizzie R. I have seen Cher, though, twice. Hooker Hills. You never got to that level in your pole classes where you did. I've tried to walk in heels once. There is a video of it. I will never show it.
Amber, sorry if the question is a bit hecticana.
Oh, gosh.
But I was wondering, if you were to find out that Rarity has been found and adopted by someone else and is happy, is okay, she's safe, would you travel all the way back to Wisconsin to get her, or would you just let her live with her new family? I was just wondering. Right. Cheers. Bye.
Bye. No, she would not get to stay with that family. Rarity is my child, my heart, and it's like, I know she misses me as much as I miss her, and I think about her and miss her every single day. Like, literally just a couple days ago, I had a full-fledged breakdown because of it, and it eats me up inside every single day. Me and Tommy have spoken about this when it first happened and I came back home, that no matter what happened with me and Tommy, she would never give up looking for Rarity, and neither will I. I'm so constantly and consistently on missing cat forums, etc., etc. And when Rarity is found, I will have her back in my arms. You know, it's almost like,
So not really a Rarity update, just answering a question about Rarity. Clickbait that title.
asking someone like, "Oh, you have a missing child? Okay, so when they're found, do you want them back?" Like, of course I do. That is
No.
my child, that is my everything, that is my heart and my soul, and my family is not complete without her. Like, something super special was taken from me. I am not.
Yeah, who wouldn't want? Yeah, yeah. I guess because like, oh, Rarity's been adopted by a new family. It's been 6 months. Yeah, no, I'm getting my fucking cat back. You can go to the shelter and get a different kitty cat.
Able to have children. I'm not able to do that because of cancer and having a hysterectomy. So I treat my fur babies like they're very much my children, like they came from me. And that is how I feel. Like, in my heart, they're just everything to me. Like, genuinely, every day, they are what keeps me
Amber out here giving birth to cats.
going. They have been my constant for almost a decade, all three of them. And a lot of people constantly were like, why would you take your pets to Wisconsin? It's because I knew I was going to be there for a pretty good length of time, and I wouldn't just leave my children without me. And
I would. Fuck them kids. No, um, when I came back home, whenever my mom was diagnosed with leukemia, I wasn't going, I mean, granted, this was going overseas. I was in South Korea, and I wasn't going to bring Bessie back to the States with me and then back to South Korea. Being within the States, it would be easier to take the pets with you, but taking all three pets across multiple states for a few months, um, it really, I guess, depends on how well your animals acclimate to new environments. It seems like Rarity and Wasabi and Twinkie were able to acclimate very quickly, but again, with like Rarity getting out, not finding her way back to the house because she's not familiar. Um, yeah, it's if you're going to be gone for a couple of months, I can understand wanting to take them with you. But if you have people near where you live that could take them for a little while, like her mother, then, have your mother come take care of them or stay with your mother for a bit.
That's how I view them, and I genuinely
Yeah, I'll put some pictures of Bessie in Discord.
thought it was the right choice to take them with me, but something happened. Something bad happened due to that, and it's something that eats me up every single day.
Hey Amber, I've got like a would you rather question kind of thing. Would you rather be able to go to space and explore space, or go to the bottom of the ocean and explore the bottom of the ocean? Bear in mind, like, there's no chance of
Oh, would you rather go to space or go to the bottom of the ocean?
you dying for either of them. I'm just intrigued what you would choose.
That's scary. They both sound super scary.
Space, go to space. I'm not gonna have no Titan submersible explosion.
Very, very scary. Oh my.
And I can't swim.
So if I don't get hurt and I come out alive on both situations, I feel like I would probably go to space because it's like, I have some questions. Is the Earth flat or not? I'm just
Girl, don't you even. And yes, we did go to the moon, god damn it.
joking. All right, you guys, now it is time for tea or tail. Amberlynn is doctor shopping. No, that's not true. So I saw people thinking that I was doctor shopping because the telehealth random company that I was trying to get a GLP-1 through denied me because of my past issues with my gallbladder. I should have just saw my primary doctor to begin with. I have always got the compounded stuff, get it through these little like telehealth companies, and you get it through med spas, which is what I did. But I was going for the real stuff, the Zepbound.
One of the real stuff, one of the good stuff. Yes, a Spice Girls night. Ugh. I used to have so much Spice Girls memorabilia back when I was younger. It's all gone now.
The FDA approved stuff. And my brain, like for some reason, was wired to thinking I had to go through these like telehealth places. And it's like my brain didn't even tell me, Amberlynn, just see your primary care doctor. Like it was like a little thought, like a tiny little one, but it wasn't like as obvious as it should have been. But the company that denied me, they actually suggested like maybe you should see your primary care doctor. So it was suggested by them. But regardless, I should have done that anyway. And if I was doctor shopping or just trying to get this medicine easily, if I was trying to just take a shortcut, etc., I would just go back to the med spa. I would just go back to those telehealth companies that approved me like this.
But the stuff at the med spa wasn't working for you, so why would you go back and get the same thing that wasn't working? Ozempic was working for her, but she quit because of the gallbladder sludge. And then she started smoking more Delta 8 again.
And just wanted my money, but I want to do it the right way. So that's why I'm choosing not to do that. So this next rumor kind of correlates a little bit with the last one. Amberlynn doesn't even have a doctor. That's not true. I actually do have a doctor, and I've had the same one since I've been in Oklahoma. So it's been almost 2 years.
I can be Sporty Spice with those baby blue Adidas pants. I do have a pair of dark blue Adidas track pants that I use when I go to the gym. I never go to the gym. Sporty Spice was my favorite, Melanie C. But there's nothing sporty about me. I think Psy needs to be Sporty Spice.
Years now. I get it.
I can be Fat Spice.
My life is boring, but I don't vlog every single bit with the last one. Amberlynn doesn't even have a doctor. That's not true. I actually do have a doctor, and I've had the same one since I've been in Oklahoma. So it's been almost 2 years now. I get it, my life is boring, but I don't vlog every single thing in my life. Like literally since I've been home from Wisconsin, I have seen my doctor. It was just like a normal checkup. Amberlynn doesn't need protein because she doesn't do anything. So
Everybody needs protein. Protein and fiber help you feel fuller whenever you're eating food. if she if she doesn't have protein in her diet, she's going, like, if you're eating only carbs and fat or eating a lot of carbs, your body metabolizes that quicker and you're going to feel hungry quicker. Protein takes longer to digest, so it's going to keep you fuller longer. Fiber also helps you stay full. So having a higher protein, higher fiber diet will help you stay fuller between each of your meals. So like low calorie vegetables and protein are an excellent meal. That's why bodybuilders and like weightlifters and people that go on extreme diets will eat chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. The rice gives them some carbs, the chicken breast is the protein, and then you get some fiber and other nutrients from the broccoli.
So protein is not just for athletes. It's not just for people who get up and exercise and go to the gym and do all this movement. Protein is for everyone. Protein is
Your body needs protein to function. Your body needs everything to function: protein, carbohydrates, sugars, and fats. Your body needs all these things.
for humans, it's for mammals. Everyone literally needs protein. I'm not like some random species that doesn't need protein. Protein is super, super important. Like it helps with bone health, gives you strength and
Helps with muscle health.
energy, and the list literally goes on. But to make matters even worse, protein is even more important for people who have been through menopause. It helps with muscle loss. It helps with that slower metabolism you get because of menopause. It helps with the density loss that you get. Protein helps with all of these things. And when you're losing weight, you sadly do lose muscle. So to help with that, eat that protein, drink that protein. It is very important. So we are about to get to bad choices, but I forgot to mention a very important one. Lack of protein equals hair loss. And I do not want any more of that. All right, you guys, it is now time for bad choices.
Yay.
So I've actually had people send me like videos and pictures, people that have this game.
Pictures. I want to get the game Bad Therapist. I need to send that to my best friend as a gift. Or Horrible Therapist, I think it's called. It's from the Oatmeal, the Exploding Kittens games.
And they send me the responses, and I genuinely think it is like the cutest thing ever. Like, you guys are like literally adorable. I can't. All right, first one.
Twinkie is looking a little chunky laying back there, looking very bored.
Have you ever made a sex tape like with someone else? No. For $100,000, would you spit on every new person you meet for a year? No.
Well, new people. I don't meet new people, so I wouldn't be spitting on anybody, so sure.
No, I wouldn't. Like, that just sounds extremely disrespectful. Plus, spitting on someone is actually illegal.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But like I said, I don't meet new people, so.
Random fact, I'm sure everyone knows that. If you were broke, would you keep a lost wallet full of cash even if the owner's ID is inside? No. Absolutely not. I've actually found a wallet before. And obviously, when you find a wallet, you look inside to look for the ID. And when I saw the ID, I saw that there was cash in there. Didn't take a penny. And that was during my broke era. Have you ever said I love you and not heard it back? Yes. Have you ever injured yourself during sex? Yeah, I've like had like a pulled cramp and
A pulled cramp? A leg cramp?
you know, some other personal things. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys love Twinkie as much as I do. Do you get babes? I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Yeah, Twinkie is looking a little chunky. All right, I think. Ooh, we're gonna see how. No, 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 stop it. How long is her next video? We have. All right, it's 7 minutes. We have her What I Ate Today video. We can get through it.
FDA cleared.
Shh. I'm not gonna recap that video. And I hate when I pull my cramp. I know, it's awful, Mars. I hate when I pull a cramp too. My legs have been pulling cramps a lot lately. I had a massage on Saturday, but she didn't do my legs, just my upper body. She worked a lot on this arm. She was like, this arm does not want to relax. Yeah, Karma's a B 100%. All right, we are still sped up. And this one is titled, Can't Believe What I Just Put in My Mouth. What I Ate Today, Episode 7. I don't know, what'd you put in your mouth, a salad?
Hello, welcome to What I Ate Today video. So I'm actually in the middle of getting ready, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for me to start this video. So I normally film my What I Ate Today videos on Thursday, but today is Friday. I guess it doesn't matter when I film the video, as long as I have it up for you guys.
I mean, no, it doesn't matter at all, but we noticed in the previous video for What I Ate Today, she just wasn't feeling it. She tries to only record her What I Ate Today videos whenever she's eating in her range and not eating a bunch of, quote, junk food.
Guys, on Saturday. So this does say this is episode number 7. I'm sure you guys are like, where's episode number 6? YouTube took it down. I tried to appeal it. They gave me the reason why no, which is okay. So episode 6 did happen. So just because it was deleted doesn't mean it didn't happen. But if you are looking for that, that's why it's not there anymore. But for my first meal, I'm about to show you a fixation that I have been going through. And it's a healthy fixation because it's that good, and I highly recommend. I'm still mid-makeup, haven't even done my hair. Do not mind that. But my fixation, kale salad from Chick-fil-A. So it comes with these little roasted almonds. It's literally kale, cabbage, and like this light dressing. I have no idea.
Hold on. We're gonna track. Where is my chronometer? All right, lunch. Chick-fil-A. Is this called a kale salad? That sounded very southern, and I don't know why. Kale salad. Side salad, kale crunch. That must be it.
No idea even what the dressing is, but I have been obsessed with this, and it just makes me feel super good after I eat it. Damn, that's good. And then
Yeah,
I got
it's
a
just a
large
small side
Diet
salad.
Coke.
What
Actually,
else?
no, I didn't. That is a large Dr. Pepper. I usually get Diet Coke, but I've been loving Diet Dr. Pepper. And then with my kale salad.
Oh. We have a beverage. But we also have their wrap. Grilled chicken cool wrap. Okay, we're gonna add that. And that was a diet. I'm not gonna bother adding the soda at 0 calories.
Because this is just like a little, I can't get full off of that. I got a chicken wrap. It's literally just a wrap with lettuce, cheese, and chicken. So freaking good. Like, I want to learn how to make both of these things so I can.
It's not hard. Those aren't hard to make, girlfriend. Those aren't hard. This is not a velveteen rabbit shirt. It is a me sarcastic never shirt.
I can just have them at home because honestly, it's just delicious. All right, you guys.
It's just a frickin' wrap. It's a wrap with chicken and some lettuce and some dressing. Not hard to make at home. Okay, it looks like she's at bingo. And this looks like cut up chicken tenders.
So I went to bingo and I got a chicken salad where they literally just cut up a chicken tender. And there's also hard-boiled egg. I asked for no tomato. That's okay. They forgot to take it off.
She's gonna spend forever picking those tomato bits out. So I don't, you know, we're just gonna we're gonna pick a chicken tender. These are gonna be frozen chicken tenders. Probably. Looks like there might be 2. Looks like there's definitely more than one. I'm not sure if I would call this a salad. But I do see some lettuce. I do see some lettuce underneath it. Lots of cheese. Cheese and chicken, I guess, would be my kind of salad. She said there was a hard-boiled egg. Egg. Boiled. Hard-boiled egg. Say 1 egg. We got some cheddar cheese. We're gonna say there's 1 serving of cheddar cheese, and I think there's a little bit of iceberg lettuce underneath that. Iceberg lettuce. We're gonna say there's a cup. Uh,
One food for me, raw tomato makes me gag. I don't know what it is.
I love raw tomatoes. I know I like tomatoes. You don't eat many tomatoes, but you also don't eat many veggies. Yeah, I eat I eat enough. Okay, we got some ranch dressing. Looks like, let's see, those little cups may have 2 tablespoons. We're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say 1 tablespoon.
And then I had some ranch. There's a hard-boiled egg, some cheese, some lettuce, Diet Dr. Pepper. It was super, super delicious. You guys, I made a really good choice. Normally, the bingo food
I mean, okay, now we can see a little bit more lettuce. Um, but hey, chicken
is not
teeth.
the healthiest. So I was trying to choose something that was healthier on the menu, and this is what it was. I will say, having some red onion on this would have been spectacular. And I don't know about you guys, but hard-boiled eggs is like right up there with one of my favorite foods. I don't know. I'm really enjoying
And Amberlynn recently, for the very first time ever, boiled an egg. She is learning to cook, folks. She can make those wraps, and she can make that kale salad. It's not hard.
them lately. And then for dinner, I got salmon, Brussels sprouts, and rice.
Oh shit. Those Brussels sprouts have been baked within an inch of their life. Maybe they're just caramelized. So this looks like takeout from somewhere. Maybe she'll tell us.
These Brussels sprouts were so freaking good. They were a sriracha honey Brussels sprout. Delish. I used to hate Brussels sprouts. I don't know what happened, but I'm obsessed now. Like, your girl's unstoppable with these damn Brussels sprouts. I'm putting that on my grocery list for tomorrow. All right, you guys.
She didn't tell us where it was from. Um, but I'm looking at for the shit. There we go. The Chick-fil-A was 523 calories, 42 grams of protein, 41 carbs. I like Brussels sprouts if they're cooked right. Um, and then her chicken tenders, boiled egg, the cheese, the lettuce, the iceberg lettuce. Now the I already put in something there for dinner, but we're gonna say salmon. I don't know, was that a smoked salmon? I don't know, a fillet, salmon fillet, maybe? We'll just say this. Um, and we got some Brussels sprouts. They were, and I don't know where she got them from. Damn it. Anyway, her meal will be in a decent range for dinner as well. The rice is where the calories are going to come in. So, um, I'm gonna guess her day here would be um probably around 2,000 calories, maybe a little bit over. You got a whole watermelon for a snack?
We have a taste test. I'm only gonna have a few of these if I like them. It's literally grapes with like a sourness around it, and they're frozen. So there's no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, 45 calories for one serving. It says nature's candy. Now even candier, that's cute. Real
What's around the outside of it? So 45 calories for 1 ounce. You're a rice hater?
fruit, unreal flavor, fruit riot sour grapes. Freshly frozen grapes splashed with lemon juice and a sour coating.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know why, but I was expecting them to look like as cute as they look
False advertising.
on here. Like, don't they just look cute? Yeah, no. Nope, they're not giving cute
Oh, they have red and green grapes.
at all. So there's red grapes and green. I'm just gonna do a green one there. All right.
Looks like there's 2 servings per bag, so the whole bag would be like 90 calories. Um, I guess it was sour.
Yeah, that's sour. Random fact about me, I already love a frozen grape just by itself. It genuinely alters the experience. Like a regular grape, delicious. A grape that's been frozen, it already tastes like candy. So having this like sour bit was really good. So let's try a red one
Does
as
Ashley
well, which looks
prefer
like this.
cauliflower rice?
Mm. Wow, that's super flavorful, but it's so good. Oh my god. Because of my teeth sensitivity, I could probably only have a few at a time, but it's so packed with flavor that a few is literally.
What kind of flavor? Is it the sour flavor? It's a fruit hate crime. Just eat the fruit. Well, but she wanted the sour on it. She wanted so instead of getting like sour gummies or something that would be like a lot more calories, sour grapes would be a better option if you're kind of wanting like a sour candy. I like cauliflower rice. Cauliflower rice. I like cauliflower rice, Lizzie. That's hard to say.
Just enough. All right, you guys. So I had a
Has
couple
to be
more of
cute.
those frozen grapes, and honestly, they are spectacular. If you like grapes, if you like frozen
Let's see if we
type of
can find them.
fruits, maybe like ice.
Can
If
I
there's
get
any
some?
anemic girly pops out there, but the sweetness and the sour and just like it was delish. And I also had a king size almond joy. So I actually don't.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are we still doing the king size almond joy? Why? There we go. Oh, Walmart has them. And they're in stock near me.
Don't have any groceries. I'm gonna be grocery shopping tomorrow though because I need groceries. I really, really want to continue nourishing my body with things that I feel like are good for me with some moderation because
Maybe you need to buy more food than just for like a week. Stock up on a few things, put things in the freezer, get some things that you're not having to be like, oh, I'm out of groceries. I need to order takeout tonight because I don't have any groceries. Cauliflower sweet potato rice. That sounds pretty good. I also like broccoli rice. Sometimes you can get like the Green Giant broccoli rice as well. Freeze those grapes for Sauvignon Blanc. We're not over here sitting here drinking wine every night. Well, Heather is, but we're not over here drinking wine every night.
I will never be perfect in any sort of way. And the only people who expect me to be are the people who actually want to see me fail. And that is just the realistic approach here. I've seen multiple nutritionists, dietitians, psychologists, went to outpatient. Perfection is not a thing. Never having sweets is not a thing. But having a whole king size almond joy, that's a no no. I shouldn't have done that. But again, I am learning to have a good relationship with food.
I wouldn't say it's a no-no, but there were better options. She could have had half of the king size almond joy. Maybe don't buy king size almond joys. Maybe buy the regular size almond joys. I don't know. Or eat half of it. You don't have to eat the entire thing. Um, and if they are becoming a problem, then just stop buying them. Or, learn to make them yourself. Make them at home.
I'm in the process of that. And I'm just sharing my journey. So, anyways, it's actually time for food for thought. And I've always used the same 3 questions, but I'm switching it up and I have thought of 3 new questions that I will be asking myself. Was there a moment where I felt proud of a choice I made today? So many, multiple. I'll just name a few. I had a salad at bingo today instead of a huge thing of potato wedges.
Well, you did have a salad. It did have, it was called a chicken, probably a chicken strip salad. But I would use the term salad very loosely for what we saw. You had some chicken tenders with some cheese and ranch dressing, let's be real.
Like, I'm very proud of that. My mom got chocolate chip cookies.
But it was a better choice, I will say. Oh goodness, excuse me. A burger is not a bad choice, right? A burger, especially if you make them at home, when you order takeout or get a burger out, you don't know what it's cooked in, what's been added to it, whatever. But if you have lean ground beef or a veggie burger or a turkey burger, and then you have the vegetables on it, and then a bun for some carbs, that's a pretty balanced dinner.
Cookies, asked if I wanted one, and I said no. Normally
Good
at
job.
night, like that's when I eat probably the most unhealthy options, but instead I chose salmon, Brussels sprouts, rice. Like that's a good choice. How did
That is a much better choice, yes. Mars, if her if if being proud of herself for making better choices today is what she needs to do to make better choices tomorrow, she can be proud of herself.
my emotions show up in my eating today? I felt proud of the
She's probably watching this like, no, you ever be happy with what I do? I ate a salad and you criticize me. I just don't know if I would call that a salad. That's like calling a burger a salad because it has lettuce on it.
choices that I made. I felt
What'd she
How did my
say?
emotions show up in my eating today? I felt proud of the choices that I made. I felt confident in the choices that I made, but I also felt frustrated at myself when it came to sweets. I was able to say no to the cookie at bingo, and also when I got my Chick-fil-A, which I love getting a cookie from Chick-fil-A. I didn't even get one then. So I said no to sweets more than I said yes, and that makes me proud. That's what gave me confidence today because I was able to have some control. So it also made me feel hopeful. What am I learning about myself through this process? I have a very, very unhealthy sweet tooth, and I feel like I need sweets. So I'm actually going to be coming up with a way where I can allow myself to have sweets while nourishing myself with nutrients that I need. And I will share that with you guys in a future video. I hope that
So, yeah, she's done
you
here.
guys
So,
enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
so as far as the sweets, let me flip over here. Okay, so we're going to end this here soon, but as far as the sweets, Amberlynn has all the time in the world to experiment with cooking and baking and these types of things. There are tons of YouTube channels and recipes of people showing, hey, have this entire pan of brownies for 250 calories, right? If she would just buy the ingredients and like be like, hey, let me try to make this. And then if I eat this whole fucking pan of brownies, I'm not going to feel as bad because it's only 250 calories, right? There are so many things that she could be like looking up recipes and learning to make alternative versions of some of these foods that she enjoys because she has the time to do it and she can even record it and turn it into content. Right? She could be like, "Hey, I found this channel like Fit Food AE has a lot of really good dessert recipes. Um there's this guy, Rahul something. I forget his name. He has a very New York, Boston-y kind of accent. New York, I think's where he is. Um, Lots of really great recipes that are lower calorie, higher in protein, good in fiber, and they're not, 1,000 calories for a dessert. They're much, much lower. So she can be looking up these types of things and then turning it into content. Like, hey, I made this recipe from so and so. Bake it with me. Let's bake this and I'll do a taste test. But she's not. Anyway, um yeah, I don't think that was an awful day for Amberlynn. I think that is a good day for Amberlynn when it comes to what she chose to eat. and the choices that she made. I think they were fine. Um, let's see, Lizzie says, I made banana bites with natural peanut butter covered in dark chocolate, dietitian approved and super tasty, and still sweet because of the bananas. I was going to buy them, but made them instead. Yeah, yeah, you can make all kinds of things at home or just even get ideas from like looking things up. And, bananas and peanut butter, so fucking good. just, just so good. Um, dip those bad boys in chocolate, and even better. Now I kind of want to make some bananas and peanut butter. So did you freeze them? Did you dip the bananas in peanut butter and freeze them, and then dip them in chocolate and freeze those, or just let them harden outside of the freezer? Post the recipe in Discord if you don't mind, what you did to make them. Um, but yeah, I have D&D here in about 20 minutes, and I'm going to try to shove some food into my face in those 20 minutes. So yeah, I think that's about it. We'll see how Amberlynn does. Tomorrow I will try to watch her video from today. It looks like she was in the hospital for some reason. We will try to catch that tomorrow before her live stream. So if I'm able to, we'll see. I'm very busy. I'm very behind on work. But thank you, my YouTube wife, for posting that. But thank you all so much for spending a little bit of your time with me. I do hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Happy Monday. I hope your week goes well. And until next time, be safe and take care.